Hey, what is up guys? So today we're going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and what isn't going to be in the movie. Now this comes straight from the director himself, James Gunn, and if you guys ever look at what he says online, he never really lies or misleads anybody like most of the other directors, producers, or anything like that. So this guy is a straight shooter, and just, one example of this is going to be when people ask him, hey, is Nova in this comic book movie? He's reporting it. He says, no, I don't like Nova. I hate Nova. He's not my movie. Alright, good enough, and Nova wasn't in the movie, so I trust the dude. So the first thing he goes on and talks about is the Infinity Stones and, their actual placement in the movie. Now, he says that they have no role in the movie. They're not going to be in there. There's no reason for them to be in there. So looking at this, I'm kind of trying to figure out why, and it all makes sense. They already confirmed that Black Panther is going to be a lead-in into Infinity War, which means one is probably going to be somehow related to Wakanda, and looking at Doctor Strange, I would assume another one is going to be in there because, well, it would make sense, right? So that leaving pretty much nothing to be left to the Guardians, because we already know that they're going to go with a more personal story, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. Now, when I talk about this, when I'm really thinking about it, there's no need for an Infinity Gem in Spider-Man, and maybe Thor could deal with it, but they already dealt with it in the second movie, so there's really not another point to try to deal with another one of these things. The only thing I could see maybe in Thor is the gauntlet or something going missing from Odin's vault, right? But we already know there's two that exist in the MCU, so that kind of changes things, I guess. And to kind of backpedal off of that, he also confirmed that Thanos will not be in the movie, which once again, this makes all the sense to me. If there's going to be no Infinity Stones, then why would Thanos need to be in there? He's after those. He doesn't know that these guys are the bigger threat that's inevitably, going to, cross paths with him, right? I guess that's the best way to put it. So when I think about it that way, once again, everything they're saying makes sense. Now, we already know that they've said multiple times that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is going to center around, Peter Quill and, of course, his dad. We don't think it's going to be Jason because James Gunn has openly said that he hates that name and doesn't really like that character, that interpretation of him. So they're probably going to change that, which once again, this kind of explanation gives us a focused look into what is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a father-son relationship involving all these guys, and a more personal story, probably more personal for the team too, thus also kicking out certain things that we don't need, like Thanos himself, which James Gunn says he believes he's going to be in Infinity War, and then of course the other thing, which would be the Infinity Stones, which will get built up in Black Panther and Doctor Strange. And in this also, he implies that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is more of a standalone movie than anything else, which pretty damn awesome. So I'm definitely excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what they do with it and what they do more of a focused thing that doesn't have to connect to every dot of the MCU to set up Infinity War. So I'm psyched. You guys let me know your thoughts on all this down below. So thank you for watching the video, and if you guys like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you haven't already, check out some of these other great videos we have on the channel. Just click the annotation right there, it'll take you to them. Thank you for watching guys, and have a good one.